Black Steph Curry. That's one for one. Yeah, that's my first shot I took, right?
That was your first shot?
Oh, yeah, that was my first shot right there.
Yeah, way to knock it down on the
Underdog,
Let
put
me take
that
down
on
my
a T-shirt.
Instagram post.
Yeah. Hours later.
Take down.
Candace, welcome to Players Only. That's right, this is the post-game show presented by Kia. I'm Chris Webber. We got Shaquille O'Neal, we got Candace Parker, and we got LA's finest, that's right, Baron Davis. Let's get right to it. Out to Indiana where LeBron, he's back in the lineup. And he's just gonna calmly hit a three from out there in Curry land. Bang, that's what he does. He knocks it down, but check it out. Miles Turner and Indiana. Oh, hell yeah, they came ready to play tonight. That looked like an offensive foul, but a great pass anyway.
Oh, that's bully ball.
Okay, bully ball, that's good. Knock it down.
Stojakovic.
Yak, that's right. He's a Vic, all right. And how about this?
Is that a 30-piece in the second quarter?
Turner up, yes. Indiana went on a 23-4 run. Now, with this three-pointer, LeBron, welcome to the 32,000-point club. That's right. And he'll dunk on you, too.
Wow.
Right, 10 points. He has 32,000, just the fifth human on the planet Earth. The round planet to do that.
Good pass.
Good pass. And,
Hibbert-ish.
Man, give me that shot.
Look like my boy Roy out there. What's up, Roy?
Roy Hibbert is somewhere like, yeah, what up, Shaq? Way to give me the shout out. Block shot right there. Or Kuzma. Oh, yeah, and on the other end, he denies, and this time he says, yeah, I'm going to dunk it in 1993, raise the roof.
Oh, good pass.
Oh, yeah, good pass. They got to give a push in the back right there. And Indiana, man, they just dominated. How about this? This was LeBron James' worst loss of his career. That's 42 points, only 6 shy of the Lakers franchise worst.
I know it hurt, Bron. I know it
48, yeah. I know he's saying, man, I knew I could get into that club of 5 or 32,000, but I did not want to be into this. Getting the loss tonight, he almost had a triple-double in limited time. You see what Ingram did there. And after the game, we caught up with LeBron to ask him how the rumors are affecting his teammates in the locker room.
We have a lot of guys that's been in trade talks the last couple of weeks that's never been in that position before. So you have to ask those guys and you know, how they're dealing with it. You can't really ask me. I've never, been a part of that, but I've been a part of teammates. I know it has to be tough on a lot of our guys, especially our young guys. Right now they've just never been a part of it, and and they're hearing it every single day. And I know that the worst thing that you can do right now is be on social media. And I know all young guys love social media, so that definitely can't help.
You just heard LeBron there, and we'll get to the comments in a second. They never led throughout this game. How about this? They were outscored by 45.
45.
From the three-point line. 32, 45, 26, 20, yeah. And they were outscored 33-6 in points off turnovers. BD, you just heard LeBron James and talk about kind of the trade or talk about the rumors of the trade and how it affects these young guys. What do you think?
I'm in the locker room like this, dude. I'm dodging. I'm dodging all media. I think it's tough, right? So being a young guy, first, second year in the league, come to the Lakers. Oh, we got LeBron. Everything is great. You're in playoff position, first part of the year, everything's looking good. Then all of a sudden, your name started popping up on the internet.
You the problem.
You don't want it to. And so now your life is spent. You spend your life, like he's saying, you spend your life in these phones, right? And so now every comment, everything that is saying is going to affect your daily routine. That's how you work out. That's your dedication to the team. And I think right now for the Lakers, they had a good thing going. They had some promise. They had something to look forward to. I think with all this hoopla and social media and trade talks, that it's messing up the chemistry and the foundation that they want to establish to get people to come to LA and play for the Lakers again.
Candace, you're still playing it, and when I played, it really wasn't a lot of social media, and I'm happy for that. I think it could have benefited the players at that time a lot more, but again, I wouldn't want the distraction of teammates coming in the locker room at halftime looking at their phones. I'm not used to that. I know that happens in locker rooms. What would be your advice to the young guys to stay off the phone? Can they? And being the leader of your team, how do you think it's going to affect guys on this team?
Well, I think Luke Walton said they had an issue after the last game where they got into it as a team and it was addressed. So I think to avoid it and to not talk about it makes things worse. Social media is there. You're going to hear things. You get alerts on your phone. And if you haven't, you've been living under a rock. So I think it's just about addressing it and trying to move forward. I mean, obviously tonight you could tell nobody's energy was the right way, from the coaching staff all the way down to the last player on the bench. And you can't have that, because what if this trade doesn't go through? Then what happens the rest of the year?
And Shaq, let me ask you, because you said earlier, and rightfully so, that if a player didn't get you the ball, you're going at him at halftime and you're talking to him now. When you've been that leader and still been like, I need the ball, have you also been the guy to say, hey, don't worry about trades, or we can't think about that right now? How's it been in situations when you've seen guys kind of get shaky from that?
Well, fortunately, whenever trade talks were coming down, I had the power to say yes or no for a long period of my career. But I've always noticed, and I've always said to myself, if it's something you can't control, don't worry about it. We all had kids, we all had dreams of kids being in the NBA. You're in the NBA now. We want to play well, get new contracts, make money, take care of our family. Listen, if they got you up for trade talks, go to New Orleans, take it personal, because to me, when you get traded, they're saying that you're not good enough. We know you're good enough, but they're saying you're not good enough. So when you get to a new team, shine. When you shine, you get a new contract, you get new money, mama get a new house, everything's good. So things you can't control, you shouldn't even worry about it. Yeah. Your name comes up, it comes up. Obviously they want to go for the big name, because you got to understand, being in LA, we want to win now.
Yeah.
We're not waiting. We want to win now. We got LeBron, the best player in the game. We got a chance to get AD. We want to do that now. We're not used to being 27 and 27 going into the All-Star break. So they want to win now. So my advice to the young players, don't even worry about it. Go somewhere else, get your money, get your mama a new house. That's what it's all about. It ain't about nothing else.
You just made a good point. And what would be your advice to a guy like LeBron? And I know, he doesn't necessarily need advice. He's a winner. He's done it everywhere. But when you went to L.A., I'm sure you had that same pressure that I'm going to come here and win us one. Is there anything that you would tell him in this moment? He has 4 years there. He wants to win the championship. Anything you would tell him about patience or no patience, a sense of urgency? What would you say?
Ever since I've known LeBron, since 17 years old, he wanted to be the best player in the game. I had a taste of winning in Miami, went back home, helped Cleveland win after a 50-year drought. So he's used to winning. He wants that. Been to the finals 8, 9 times in a row, so he understands what it takes to win. He wants to continue to win. He wants his name up there with Mike and Kobe and all the greats. So I don't blame him either, because I would have been the same way. Hey, get me some guys that can play. I want to win right now, because it's not fun when you're losing and people are talking about you, especially when you're used to winning. So again, my advice to all the young fellas: don't worry about it. Go somewhere else, get your money,
and it's
get a new contract.
It's a long league.
Sorry to cut you off, because with this collective bargaining agreement, these young fellas getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah,
There ain't nothing to complain
That's
about.
exactly what I was going to say. It's a long league, and you never know where your career will end.
We got bums making
stick
30
to it.
million. We got bums making 30 million.
And
I ain't gonna call nobody out, but I'm just saying they're making 30 million. Get your money, young fellas. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, and my advice within that would be, and I think we all have to go through that in life, but social media makes it worse, is you don't listen to critics, especially those that can't dribble a rock. I don't care what you say to me about my life or career. If you can't do what I do, I really don't have anything for you. So I would say to those guys like Ingram, Kuzma, guys that are still working their way up and building their resume, really don't pay attention to the love or to the hate, because really no one can do anything for you but your teammates, or really you in that off season. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys handle it.
And to add off, for some players, they play better in a smaller market.
Yep.
Everybody can't play in L.A., Miami, and Boston, all that. So if you get to a smaller market where there ain't that much going on, now you can really focus on your game. And then every 2-3 years, you get to call your shot. So don't even worry about it.
Welcome back to the Players Only Halftime Report, presented by American Express. I'm C. Webb. We got Candace, a.k.a. the Queen, a.k.a. we got Shaq over here, and Baron Davis. Welcome back. We have a good game going on.
Thanks for being so enthusiastic.
Huh?
I'm saying my name.
I ain't say your name?
No, that's good.
I ain't do it.
And we got Baron Davis.
And Baron Davis. What's your middle name, Baron? What's your middle name?
Walter Lewis.
Oh.
And Baron Walter Lewis Davis.
Yes.
That's
You
your
want to say something about that name?
No, I just said
Oh,
you
you
had
just
2
said.
middle names.
Oh, okay.
That's your middle name, for real?
Yeah.
All right, check it out. We got teammates. American Express teammates tonight versus the Lakers. Now, you may wonder why this is so important at 24-12. yeah, it doesn't seem like those teammates did a lot when you look at those numbers. But when you hear about the epic beatdown that the Lakers received tonight, then maybe you'll respect that teammate's stats more. LeBron.
You shooting that thing like my boy Walter Lewis out of L.A.
Out of UCLA, that is number 5. And guys, we're about to just see a spoiler for anybody that watched. The Lakers lost by 42. It was the biggest loss in LeBron's career.
Listen, I've never been a part of trade rumors, but I'm sure it's hard for these guys to trust the Lakers process anymore, especially when you got to hear about being traded through the media.
Yeah.
It ain't like the Magic and those guys came down and said, Chris, we're going to get rid of you. So, guys heard about it in the media, and so they're probably like, you know what, I ain't playing hard today.
Yeah, and Candace, you and I were in the back talking in the first quarter about.
Okay, Roy Hibbert. Okay, Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert.
Oh, that's not Roy Hibbert?
A.K.A. Turner.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
I forgot.
I see you, Miles.
Big Roy.
What up,
That's
Roy?
Miles
Where you
Turner.
at?
Miles Turner.
Give me that.
Well, he blocked it like my boy Roy Hibbert used to.
Candace, we
Shout out to
talking
my
about
boy
it
Roy Hibbert.
in the back, and you were just saying, we were saying together that we wonder what the locker room is like out there in L.A. Like, guys talking to each other. I mean, I know you might have a little insight, not with players, but insight in any locker room. That, what do you think?
Well, I think the toughest thing is if this AD trade doesn't go through, what's the locker room afterwards? I mean, we've seen in this game just the looks on their faces and the coaching staff. It's probably not very positive and very hee-hee-ha-ha in the locker room. It's a tough situation.
And you got young dudes, right? So you got young dudes who've never dealt with this before, and now they have to go through, living in the media, going to the games. Do I pack 5 pairs of drawers for this road trip?
Right.
And we only got 1 day away. I don't know what's going on.
That's Shaq watching the Lakers game. Let me ask you something, BD, while you're saying that. You've been a young guy, vet in this league. You've been in all different levels. What do you think it is for a young guy, second-year player, number 2 pick, Brandon Ingram going to the line, and you hear the crowd? I mean, we've heard everything, so we know guys are strong mentally, but in this week ahead, you hear guys saying, LeBron's going to trade
Not
you.
the Lakers.
Not the Lakers. LeBron's going to
You
trade
know what, man? It's disheartening because that's what you're hearing. And so,
Anytime there's a beat, Shaq.
Shaq ready for the beat.
Shaq ready for the beat.
What they say?
LeBron going to trade you. LeBron going to trade you.
I mean, for one, I think it was since a black eye to the organization, right? When you have your young players like that who are still playing, they have to come and be professional every day. But to have the opposing crowd and everybody in your business and your business be exposed like that is really not giving you the leverage that you need to stand on as a solid foundation and a solid organization. So now you're going to be in turmoil with the young guys if they come back or not. Or if you trade them, you got to get a whole new team. So I just think that the Lakers probably want to do a better job of keeping things under wraps because that getting out, that can affect their future even if they don't trade, right? If the trade don't go out.
When we heard Kevin Durant make all those comments, it's funny when you hear the media and basketball players. It's 2 different things, even the media, basketball players in the media. You heard the media, oh my God, how could he say that? And every basketball player heard, no, it's not LeBron's fault, but it's like that. It can be toxic, and I think this is what they mean, the toxicity, just the fact that we had this great player around us, and anybody can catch it because of him, and it's not his fault, but maybe just the narrative or the culture of basketball.
Well, you got a polarizing superstar, right? And so he's going to attract all the attention, no matter what is said. He's going to take the blunt of the responsibility, him and Magic Johnson. So I think what's happening is, LeBron is guilty by association, and he's ultimately guilty by, being the number 1 player in the world.
And you said the memes already started, huh? What you say the meme you saw on your phone was?
I don't remember. See what?
Oh, you don't remember? I saw one on my phone. It was Bron.
Give it to him,
He was texting Magic. He talking about, I need all 14. Magic picking up the phone. What up, baby? What do you say?
Is that your shoe?
Bron gonna trade you. Bron gonna trade. Welcome back. The American Express halftime report. Now, make sure you check out the first ever, that's right, the first ever. It's gonna be old school like on the park, televised. All-Star Draft on Thursday at 7 p.m. on TNT. Now, team captains, you see them right there, LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. They're going to pick their squads. Can't wait to check it out. We got the second half of the game coming up next. Hey, welcome to the Players Only Halftime Report presented by American Express. See where I got Shaq, Baron Davis, and Queen Nzinga, a.k.a. Nefertiti, a.k.a. Cleopatra.
CP, it's Cleopatra, Candace Parker.
Candace Parker.
Queen.
I thought of that myself. LSU.
I'm gonna find out who took my cookie. I
But
know
somebody
that.
stole Candace's
Somebody
cookie
stole my
at
cookie
halftime,
at
and she really
halftime.
was ticked off in the back.
Yeah.
And we're your teammates. I just tried to get to this transition. And speaking of teammates, how about this? Josh Richardson, 16 points, Whiteside. He's doing this thing. And Candace, quit being mad about someone eating your cookie and kind of tell us what you were just thinking about. Josh Richardson over here.
Well, he's a Tennessee guard. He's a Tennessee guard. And obviously moved D-Wade to the bench and have him starting now, kind of put the team in his hands. He's leading the team in scoring 17 points, has 16 already in the first half, 6 for 6 from the field, very efficient. I love that he's mixing it up, mid-range, outside.
Red Spider Royal cookie.
Why are you laughing, baby?
Yo,
What the heck, DD?
I need
This is
somebody
getting
to
late.
do that highlight. Forget that highlight.
What the heck?
I
What you thinking over there?
I
Hey,
need
this is
some.
getting late. This is late night TV at its finest.
Shaq, Whiteside.
Oh, my God.
Let's talk about the bigs in this game, Shaq. What do you see when you're checking out the bigs?
Well, you know, Whiteside's getting his touches. He really doesn't get a lot of touches, but right now he's 4 for 4, 10 points, rolling tape. And, you know, you want a guy like this to play with a lot of force. This movement isn't really that strong, but again, like I said, he's not getting a lot of touches, but when he does, he's making the most of it. Right here, pick and roll, do what you do, long arms, get the rebound, get the tips. That's all they want him to do. You know, he's not really a guy that they're going to call turn 5 or call this play. Him and the other bigs, they just want him to rebound. They want him to get out, they want him to run, block shots, alter shots, and do this. So the Miami bigs are playing pretty good right now.
Shaq, I'm Whiteside, and I say to you, big fella, it's not like when you used to play. I don't get those touches. I can't get it back out. The team don't look for me. What would you say to a big fella really wanting to get the touches and play old school ball?
It ain't about them calling your plays. Like with me, when I play with Horace Grant, if I didn't get the rebound, because I know the guards want to do their thing, I'm running down the middle of the floor and I'm going like this. You're either going to throw me the ball or they're going to call 3 seconds because I'm not moving.
We're gonna foul.
I'm
Yeah,
moving.
right.
Yeah. So,
What a great
you know,
teammate.
hey, so you know, for him, it's about setting picks, rolling, getting offensive rebounds, and then run to the middle of the floor and just post up. It ain't even about plays. That's just basketball. And he can get 4 to 6 points a game just by doing that.
So when you went in the locker room after somebody didn't throw you the ball and you got a 3-second call, what happened?
He's Shaq.
Furniture moving.
Shoot that thing again without me touching it. Shoot that thing again without me touching it. Watch what happens after the game. Oh, yeah. You know, so. But you make a good point. That's not the way guys play. But, again, you can get 4 to 6 points just by playing basketball.
But no, that's why I asked you, because you did used to duck in and make plays like that when you run down. And so I think the same thing. I think you can be a big man in a traditional game on a team that doesn't play that way and still get those duck-ins and points. You got to work a little harder, but
exactly.
it could still happen.
Hard work.
Yeah, definitely. And BD, who are you looking at? You looking at Layman and the tape that he had here?
Yeah, just wanted to take a look at Jake Layman and just talk about energy, right? How energy,
Get up!
and finding yourself, you know, on the floor and getting an opportunity to play, but cutting and moving without the basketball.
Okay.
Creating opportunities, you know, within the structure of the offense. And, you know, he's a good shooter. The guy got good hops. I like him as a player because he slashes. And it's rare that you find guys in the 6'7", 6'8" range in today's NBA that really want to go to the hole and slash and dunk. So I like him, and I like what he's bringing to the table.
You ever play with a player like him? You played some places with Charlotte. I know you had.
Yeah, Eddie Robinson. You know, like a dude who? You know, Eddie
Shout out.
Robinson.
Is he from Flint, I think?
Eddie Robinson from Flint. So Eddie Robinson
played in the
didn't
league?
beat the ball a lot.
He played in the league?
Yeah, he played for Chicago.
Yeah, he
Who else
played
Oh,
with
Eddie
me.
Robinson. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You don't know who Eddie
But athletic, you know, super athletic, fly, run the floor, you know, cut to the basket, short jumpers, then have to put the ball on the floor. That's the type of player that a point guard want to play with, somebody who can catch and shoot.
But you think he's playing like that because Rodney Hood just got traded for and is sitting on the bench
yeah, for
waiting
sure.
for him to take his time. So I think that lights a fire under somebody's butt.
Yeah.
So he's sitting on the bench about to take
Better
the playing
or
time.
else.
Hey, Baron, did Eldon Campbell ever go like this to you?
No.
No. Like,
No, that's the homie. Because, you know, beginning of the game, I feed my big man. Because if I didn't feed Eldon Campbell, he wasn't going to do nothing.
you was
So you got to make